I could say that, I learned things in a very hard way in the very start, because the lessons I learned was, I really learned very mature lessons, even from the rockstars like kids, and also people who have spent enough time in their lives of experience. So how many of you are scared of designations, authority? You call it like, when at young age, if I could go back, I could have reversed my passion, because I was always afraid of designations, authority. But the thing is, I don't know if it happened coincidentally or out of somebody showing empathy on me for some sake. They tapped on my shoulders, Naresh, are you okay? I was like, okay, he's like executive director, he is so and so. I was very scared, but they're very slow. They're like, yeah, okay, have a seat. No, you're a consultant, I know, but that doesn't mean you need to finish your lunch in 30 minutes. Who said you that? Then I was like, relax. So I met such people like that. They're very humble. They are from C-suite people. So why I was telling this story is, if I recount to this today, if I go back, I could have been not felt that tense and being too conservative about my job, or trying to save a job, or about our everyday struggles. I could have been, I'm not saying you should be rogue or desperate, but you could have done with an easy mind. That means you could be more passionate about what you are pursuing out of your love. You could connect your hobby, you could enjoy everything. Like Rahul was, what I can sense from Rahul telling is that passion is something that wakes you up, that makes you awakened for Monday. Not like everyone, 90% of the people will look forward for the weekend, but that's not the life has to be. I learned it in very hard way, but now at this time, I'm a kind of person, I like talking to people, and this is a very great platform. I think I've discovered this more than 3 years now, and since I work from home, this is the only event I found it very lively, interact with people, and I had made very good friends. So one thing I learned, and not only that I'm learning the wisdom, but I'm also learning perspective, because when I heard from, I think they were from Srinidhi, right? There were a group of girls, like 20 or 10 girls at a time. The way they are speaking is like, like top notch. Like I was thinking my childhood, I was no way I could have done. So I learned experience differently. Like yesterday, when the video was shown by Rahul, the guitar and all, it was very stellar. It was very inspiring. So I'm deriving things from everyone. So what I'm trying to tell is that passion is something right now, I'm never scared of anybody. Like if I get a chance, I could go to any authority, anybody. I wouldn't judge, because my friends tell me, oh, you are meeting so-and-so person, unless there is a transaction involved, he wouldn't care for you. He wouldn't care for you. But I do go and meet them. At the worst case, what happens is there will be no transaction, but I won't judge him. But there were times they became my very best friends. Like I could go to secretariat, I could go to C-suite, I have friends at every corner. But for me, I like talking to people, because I learned lessons from kids, I learned lessons from old people. Most of the lessons I learned from the people that surprise me. So I always keep an open mind, and I'm almost welcoming to everyone. So that's where my passion is all about. And I inculcate that in my everyday life. So it makes things easy when you're an open book. Although, there are factors that we think people would judge us and all, but nobody has real time to think about us. So just feel free, have that easier heart to yourself, and just pursue it as a passion. Whatever you do, be it in any element of life, but be passionate about it. Thank you all for the opportunity.